The Old Chapel. There's a little hill down the road where resides an old chapel. I don't know about the timeline it belongs to, but I believe it has its own tale to tell. Surrounded by a grove of maples, giving it an orange hue of freshness when the sunlight filters through those leaves. The little stone structure rests reflecting a brilliant work of Arcadian masonry. The roof is classic Staffordshire blue with a tiny blend of scarlet borders. The contrast is unavoidable, and stained glass windows have their own laws to tell. The weather vane remains restless most of the times, swinging by the will of the wind and glints with the sun in the process. When observed personally with a close eye, little invasions of springy turf moss can be seen. The door is still welcoming, yet sturdy, with its old brass handles, and creaks like an old senile lady when pushed to open. Footprints of the last visitors peculiarly preserved by the dust on the floor there. Empty pews covered with smut and domains of spiders now visible there. The ceiling showing the glasswork in a translucent manner, making it difficult to recognize the works. Glass windows with stories from different chapters probably can be seen with colors now contaminated by the unwelcoming guests like ivy and hives. The altar seems to be forgotten in a hurry. The unturned pages full of dust, the podium of wood echoing each of my footstep with profound detail. The last orchestra was a lively one, it seems, by the notes left there, probably Wagner. The violin seems silent now, because its master seems to be in no mood of retrieving it anymore. The arcs supplying apt amount of light through them, illuminating every corner of the edifice. An occasional sound of a muffled squeak or scurry can be found due to the cautious rodents, who probably think they are being threatened to leave their makeshift residence now. The door of the confession box slightly open. The velvet there lost its original color to dull green. The inscription on the door now distorted and not possible to read through. The entire atmosphere was hushed and inactive, but still a presence of life can be felt there. The little garden now is a place where honeysuckle, kingcup and columbine created a little world of their own with dancing colors and simple shades. A small gate with something Latin written on it, posing as the guard of the little patch of land hosting the flowers. Rusty it is, with hinges nearly giving up the battle. Two small graves in the posterior end of the build, traces of old molten candles and crumbling tombstones. The stone path between the flower beds, which goes all through the place, is now living in harmony with little blades of grass, giving a vivid contrast of green and grey together. Maple leaves lying inside the premises, adding more charm to the place, trying to mix it with the pre-existing complexions. I return back to my old Morris Minor, looking the construction with some somber inside me. That grey little shrine, beautiful and at peace to itself, harboring little wonders in itself. The radio starts playing Beautiful World by Coldplay, one of my favorites, and slowly I rustle down the road, trying miserably to sync my whistle with the song.